gonna turn on some non-copywritten music because I feel like we need it. Let me get Instagram up. Non-copywritten music because, you know, you have to. We need a playlist. I don't feel like we need dance electronic music. I don't feel like that's necessary. Gotta go live on Insta as well. EDM, please. I don't know. I feel like non-copywritten EDM music is probably a bit much. Hello, Instagram. We're just waiting for some people to log on for a little bit. And I'm trying to find some non-copywritten music on Spotify. Let's see. Let's just try that. Is that going to be loud? No, it's not. Okay, good. This is called Let's Go. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. I haven't listened to any of this, so. Hey. I don't know, you guys. I see some music on here that is definitely copywritten. I'm pretty sure Dynamite by, how do you say that? Teo Cruz. I'm pretty sure that's copywritten. Burn It Down, Linkin Park. Lord, can we find a different playlist? I'm gonna give it till like, I don't know, a couple more minutes, and then we're just gonna start chatting. Let's play this. Oh, that's chill. Can someone tell me in the comments, how's the volume on the music compared to my voice? Let me know. It's weird being on 2 channels at once, and I'm like looking back and forth. This is weird. The subject today is, you guys chose fat loss guidance, so that's what we're here to talk about today. I'm gonna give it another couple minutes and we'll get started. Thumbs up, thank you. He's literally right downstairs. Thank you, Kayla, sounds good. Oh my God, thanks. We have 10 people on. Hi guys, introduce yourself. Hello, hi. Welcome in. What have you stumbled upon? Well, today we are talking fat loss guidance. That's what you guys requested. I asked you on my YouTube page and like in the community post and in my Instagram stories what you guys want to talk about. Give you a few options, and it was a resounding fat loss guidance option. So that's what we're doing today. Yay. Hello. Is your name Aesthetic Llama? I love it. Hey. I'm waiting until 3:05. You love Pilates? I love that for you. I love Pilates too. Hello. Can you whistle loudly? No, actually, I cannot whistle at all. I have never been able to listen. Hi. Sounds good from North Carolina. Love that. Oh, you do calisthenics? I love that. Calisthenics are intense. Just your comments, you guys. Oh, thanks. What is your question? You guys ask. It's a fat loss guidance chat. So if you have any questions, ask them. Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce this correctly. Hi, Imani. Is that correct? Thank you. What were you just asking? These comments like go so quickly, so I'm trying to keep up. I wonder if I can bring it up. I don't know if I can bring it up on my Mac because I have my Mac here playing music as well. So I need to be able to read stuff a bit better. I don't know who that is. I'm Batman. You guys are hilarious. Okay, let's talk some nutrition. You know, let's do that. A little fat loss guidance. Which foods are good to eat for fat loss? Great question to kick it off. Thank you. What's your favorite fast food? Also a great question, honestly, because just because I do Pilates and I'm doing a fat loss guidance type of thing doesn't mean that I don't like fast food. It's not everything in moderation, right? So let's start with what foods to eat for fat loss. So we all know what. I don't know if I can cuss on YouTube or Instagram because it doesn't like it when I cuss when I edit regular videos. So I'm just gonna say shite. Is that is that with an E at the end? Everyone knows what that type of food is, right? The shite food, if you will. You know, your fast food, your things that are like have a lot of processed sugar. Everyone knows what that kind of food is. Like obviously, you know, your candies and stuff, that's quote shite food, as we're gonna call it today, because I don't know if I can cuss. Sorry, that comment just what are we doing? Sorry. So yeah, anything that isn't that, everything in moderation, right? But anything that isn't the fast food, the candy and stuff like that, that stuff is all quote shite food, right? If we're talking about anything else, from peanut butter to, oh my gosh, I'm thinking of things off the top of my head. Oh my God, just naming random foods. Dark chocolate chips, yogurt, Greek yogurt, anything like that. Anything can be. Can you guys stop distracting me with your comments? I'm just not going to look at it for a little bit. I'll ask for comments in a little bit. We're just going to stop looking at that. Everything eaten in moderation. So when we're talking fat loss, I want to talk about protein. Protein should be prioritized in the highest. And the reason why is because that protein is going to fuel your muscles. You can, of course, you can gain, it's a common misconception, you can indeed gain muscle and lose fat at the same time. A lot of like personal trainers will tell you that you can't, and that is a complete myth. You can totally do both at the same time. You just have to dial in your macros correctly. So if you want a good place to start, if you are the type that you want to track macros or you don't, it's totally up to you. But if you want a good place to start for protein, I always say 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is a great place to start. Whenever it comes to like carbs and fat, I would put in the protein first, right? Make sure that you've got that dialed in first. But then when you get to the carbs and fat, it kind of varies. A lot of people will tell you that carbs are bad for you. That's going to make you gain weight. No, actually, carbs is going to be your fuel. It's going to be your energy. Fats are so good for your brain. People tell you that if you eat a bunch of fats that you'll gain a lot of weight. Yes, fats have more calories in them per gram. Like protein and carbs has 4 calories per gram, right? So if you have something, do I want to do multiples of 4? If you have something that is let's just go with 2. Let's go 2 grams of protein times 4, that would be 8 calories, right? So just a little example. However, fat is 9 calories per gram. So you're going to have more calories technically per gram for fat, but that does not necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. Your thing like avocados, I think, is it lentils that have a lot of fat in them? Even like your olive oil, a lot of your salad dressings are going to have a lot of fat because there's a lot of oil in them. And all of those things are, again, in moderation. I'm going to keep saying that. You can have all of these things. Whenever it comes to carbs and protein, there's never really like one strict thing that I recommend. Like I have for protein, the 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight is always where I have people start out if they ask. But whenever it comes to carbs and fat, mainly you just want, picture like a plate, right? You want 50% of that to be your protein, and the rest is your carbs and fat. Unless you're trying to do bodybuilding, unless you have specific goals, is what I should say, I would just focus on your protein, okay? If your goals are very specific, if you want to, obviously you cannot spot reduce fat in certain areas of your body. You can tone it, you can do certain workouts to tone it, but you cannot specifically go in and spot reduce fat in certain areas. But if you, what is it that I was like I was on a train and I lost it. She went bye-bye. Choo-choo, bye-bye. Where was I going with that? I don't know. I'm still being, do you get your protein mainly from food or supplements like protein shakes? Great question. A lot of my, I would say I do one protein shake a day, and it is 30 grams of protein, and the rest of it is all food that I get my protein from. So where I mainly get my protein from, protein shake in the morning. I love Quest chips. Those are super easy, especially on the go. They have like 4 carbs and 2.5 fat. I do the ranch ones. They're all great, whatever flavor you get. I love those. I love reduced fat string cheese, any sort of cheese. Oh, I love cheese. Any sort of, obviously your beef, your chicken, stuff like that. I don't really eat a lot of fish, anything like that. So I mainly stick with those types of things. Let's see, where else do I get my protein from? I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Eggs is a great source. I don't really eat a lot of eggs. I love a good fried rice, like olive oil fried rice with eggs. That's a great protein source. I love Fairlife milk. My best friend doesn't. I love Fairlife milk because it has a lot of protein in it. 1 cup is 13 grams of protein. If you're gonna do milk, like I have a coffee right here, okay? I love to make coffees on my channel if you've ever seen any of my coffee recipes, but this thing, it's just espresso with honey, sugar-free vanilla, and a little touch of almond extract, and then I have Fairlife milk in here. So this alone has 13 grams of protein, and I think it's 11 grams of carbs and like 0 fat in it. And that's it. So like really for fat loss guidance, I would say all in all, your best way is to really focus on protein and to not have, this is the hardest part, not have things in your house that are bad for you. So like we don't have any sort of like processed sugar in our house. We don't have, because for me, it is hard for me to say no when it is sitting right there, especially if I'm bored. I want to eat. I feel like a lot of people have that problem. I just want to eat everything in my house when I am bored. I feel like people can relate with that. Chia seeds help with fat loss. Chia seeds are a great form of fatty acids, I do believe, and fat maybe. But yes, they have a lot of micronutrients in them. Chia seeds are very good. What was I saying before? Stop looking at the comments. I need to not look at the comments right now because I lose my train of thought. So let me think about what's going to help you guys the most when it comes to fat loss. Yeah, taking everything out of the house that you have, down to cake mix, down to if you have like canned fruit or something like that, getting ones that are filled with water instead of syrup. Just little adjustments that you can make like that are always amazing. Organic produce and stuff is great. It's not necessary. I know that they're more expensive, but it's not necessary. It's great to have. I know for a lot of people, like my mom, organic lettuce is great for her. It doesn't mess up her stomach, and that's wonderful. So if you're like that, go for the organic. But any other way, I used to work at a grocery store, and there's not, from what I've seen, the one that I worked in, not that much of a difference between like pesticides, how much they use on organic versus non-organic. I wouldn't focus too much on that. A lot of people focus on the little tiny things that are going to make a difference when they really should be focusing on the big thing, like focusing on your protein sources, focusing on where you're going to get that from. Also, hydration, also key for fat loss guidance, because one, you have to be hydrated, but two, the water is going to help push everything through your digestive system. All of the micronutrients that you're taking in is going to get run through your system using water. So you need as much water as you can. If anyone asks, I recommend 1 gallon a day. That is what I will tell people over and over and over. And they're like, 1 gallon is so much. Like, I feel like a lot of people are told you need 8 cups a day, which like 8 cups is great. For me, with my digestive issues, I do have IBS. So I struggle having food pushed through my digestive system. when I introduced a gallon of water a day, that helped really push things through, and it has left my stomach much happier. Granted, I do like a tonic water in the morning, but anything that I do, I love my liquids. Also, another tip for fat loss, for me, I've always had blood sugar issues, like literally since I was a kid, maybe a young teenager, like a preteen type. Always had blood sugar issues. If I have any carbs, no matter what they are, it can be good or bad carbs, or anything with sugar, even if it's like a slice of wheat bread or something, my blood sugar will be so bad. Like in the kind of late mid-ish afternoon time, I'll have a blood sugar crash. So for me, I love to do liquids in the morning to kind of help with that, but also it helps with my fat loss goals, because I will get up, I will drink my tonic water, and then I will have my coffee, and then I will have a protein shake whenever I am hungry. That's the main point here. You want to eat when you are hungry, not just because it is a certain time of the day. You do not necessarily need your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. I know that that's the standard and that's what most people think. It's not necessarily that. You need to eat when you are hungry, and when you are eating, you need to be concentrating on, am I full yet? Because you need to stop when you are full. Does that mean you're probably going to have more meals throughout the day? Yeah, you are. But actually, it's better for your metabolism if you have more meals throughout the day, as opposed to just having, two big meals out of the day. And that really helps with your digestive system as well. Coming from me, it helps with your digestive system if you do small meals, and that way your stomach isn't trying to push through one big meal at one time. If you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. You want to push little bits of food through your system at a time, so that by the end of the day, everything is digested, or at least mostly. Obviously, the stomach takes a while, but yeah, I'm trying to think of any other tips. Yeah, my first actual meal of the day usually isn't until afternoon. Before that, it's just the tonic water, the obviously regular water. Regular water is the first thing that goes into my system. I do about 12 or 16 ounces of water first thing in the morning, and then protein shake, and that's all that I have in the morning. Coffee, just regular coffee with a splash of Fairlife milk, just for protein, because why not? And a little bit of stevia in the morning, and that's it until afternoon, noon or 1-ish. And then that way, I also find that I get fuller a lot easier if I do it that way, and I eat a little bit less throughout the day as well, which is very helpful for me. If I start eating really early in the day, then I just want to keep eating. I know it kind of like kickstarts your the earlier I break my fast, the more I will eat throughout the day, and the more that I crave as well. Has anyone else felt that? If you eat earlier in the day, you crave, especially like if I eat carbs early in the day, I crave carbs throughout the day. And it makes it a lot harder for fat loss situations. So I hope that that helped. I hope you got something out of that. Sorry that I went on a bunch of tangents. I can just kind of open the floor for any questions that you have. I have a cat in my background. Oh, I do. Yeah, I do. Sorry for my unmade bed, if you can see that. I do have a cat in the background. I'll bring her forward. Hang on. Bella, sorry to interrupt your beauty sleep. There she is. She was sleeping. She was a part of, we had a content day today, so we filmed 4 workouts. And she was a part of one of our short form videos. So I want to hear her rap. Oh my God. I'm actually kind of decent at rapping. Don't judge me. Favorite protein shake? Good question. I love Fairlife. Just came out. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new for me because I just discovered it. I used to do the Core Power Fairlife shakes all of the time, the 42 grams of protein one. I love that one, but I found a cheaper alternative, and they're like literally half the price. So it's just Fairlife Nutrition Plan protein shake. It has 30 grams of protein. I think it's 4 carbs and 2.5 fat. I think I already said that. That's been my go-to. They're, like I said, literally half the price of the Core Power shake. So I've been going for that, even though it's 12 less grams of carbs, or sorry, protein. I could literally just eat 2 string cheeses and be caught up. So I much prefer those. Also, first form protein shakes are really good. But I mainly like to use first form protein for like baking or cooking needs. For me, whenever I just drink it, I feel like it either gets too thick or it kind of clumps up. The consistency is just not there for me, just being honest. I love first form, but I mainly do use it for like protein waffles or protein balls or something like that that's cooking based. What else? What other questions do you guys have? Hey, sweet girl. So sorry that I had to wake you up from your nap. I don't know who that is. No. Tennyson? Tennyson? I don't know who that is. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm surprised that she's staying here. She's usually the type that she has to come to you in order for her to stay in your lap. Any other questions, you guys? Can I eat too much protein for fat loss? I think that there's a limit to everything. Starting with the 1 gram of protein per pound is always good. If someone is going for fat loss, I would say at the top end, 1.7 grams of protein per pound is probably the top end of what you should be eating, specifically for fat loss. Obviously, you can go more than that for muscle gain, but that's what I've always recommended for my clients that I used to do personal training for. And that's I don't remember where I was going for that because I just saw that question. Are you a doctor? No, I am not. That's a good disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I have been certified as a fat loss specialist through the National Academy of Sports Medicine. So I have that background, but I am not a doctor. Yes, you do need fats in your life for sure. Great for brain function. People need more fats in their lives. Yeah. Any more questions for fat loss guidance, you guys? Is it healthy if I weigh 110 pounds? That is up to your height versus your weight ratio. It's also up to your doctor. Don't know. Yeah, that's very... So much fur. So much fur all over me now. Going to try the Fairlife protein shakes. Yes, please do. Fairlife protein shakes. Amazing. I definitely recommend them. She is adorable. I know she is. Nutrition best way. Is nutrition the best way for fat loss? Yeah. Statistic for you. Food is 80%, 80, not 18, 80% of how you look. All comes from nutrition. The other 20% is how you work out and your genetics. So 80% is nutrition. People say that abs are made in the kitchen, and that is 100% a true statement. I think Burger King will help weight loss. I don't know. I don't know the last time that I've been into a Burger King. It's been a long time. Burger King was never my go-to. I remember I was asked at the beginning what my favorite fast food place is. Ooh. Have it your way. That's tough. Oh man, favorite fast, because I don't ever really go, like even before I went on my like Pilates journey and started eating healthy. I don't know what my favorite fast food place was. I love some Taco Bell, or at least I used to. Honestly, I don't think that I would eat it now because my stomach would be so messed up. And I just, to be honest with you, I don't want to eat it. Arby's was your favorite. I did like some Arby's. Arby's is the good stuff. Arby's is so good. The Arby's sauce. But Chick-fil-A. I feel like Chick-fil-A is my answer. Yeah, I mean the meat at Taco Bell is fake most likely. I mean there's no way it could be that cheap and it's not fake. I'm pretty sure it's fake. Yeah, I think Chick-fil-A is my solid answer on that. But the thing is that I would go and get Chick-fil-A now. Chipotle, also a great option. Is that technically fast food? I feel like that's fast food. It's not like a place that you go and sit down like a restaurant. I feel like Chipotle is fast food. Oh, thank you for subscribing. My channel, what does my channel focus on? My channel mainly focuses on bettering your lifestyle through Pilates and good nutrition. Mainly Pilates because I do post a lot of workout videos. Pilates is how I got into the fitness space. I was always very active as a kid. I did gymnastics for 6 years. I did competitive cheerleading for 4 years. I was a track runner, cross country runner. But then when I got out of high school, I was like, I don't know what to do now. I tried running, hate running. I liked sprinting when I was in high school, but I don't. Mama doesn't want to run. So I got into Pilates. I started doing this. I feel like, oh my God, there's food in my hair. We were filming recipes today and I can feel that there's like, I don't know if this is honey or something sticky in my hair. Ugh, that's gross. Okay. Anyway, so when I got out of high school, I was in my community college days and I started to do Pilates from a girl on YouTube that I had found online. If anyone remembers Blogilates, Cassie Ho, when she used to post Pilates videos on YouTube, I got into that and I loved it. I was a Pop Pilates instructor for 6 years and I really liked it. And I think Cassie turned her attention more towards making activewear, which do you, boo. And I started to not really like the choreography. I wasn't vibing with choreography as much, and I also moved. So I lost the students that I was teaching in person and I didn't want to build up a new class. So Pilates has always been my thing since, oh my God, like 2014, I think. It's been 10 years that I've been doing Pilates, and then I've been teaching it since 2017. So it's been a while. It's been a journey. I've gone very like on and off. I still am a personal trainer, but I started personal training in 2018. So I've like taught to a large audience and I've done one-on-one. And yeah, I've always loved it. Pilates is a great way to get into the fitness space. It's what got me into the fitness space. I am so grateful that I found it on YouTube. I love the fact that I am now on people's TVs. Being the girl that they watch on the screen is really cool for me. It's my favorite thing to do, other than being a wife and a mother, of course. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes if you guys have any more questions, and then I'm gonna log off. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna continue drinking my high protein coffee. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, guys. I love doing this channel so much. It has definitely been a passion project of mine. Sunbathing. Pull lattes, what you drink when sunbathing. No, it's not pool lattes, Pilates. But that's funny though. Stop, you're amazing at Pilates, girl. Literally just did a class with you. It's a red mark on your arm. This is a birthmark. Everyone thinks that it is a burn mark. It is a birthmark. It actually kind of looks like a heart. When I'm cold, it turns purple. Thanks for the info. Absolutely. I'm glad. I hope that I could at least help one person. If I spend 30 minutes of my time and it helps at least one person, I am thrilled with that. So thank you guys for all the compliments and for joining in. Thanks to even the weirdos that made the weird comments. I just like having your company. Okay, I'm gonna give it 1 more minute. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you I definitely keep looking into your channel. You made a comment on one of my videos. It was on my community post, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. Can you comment that? So I wanted to answer it. It's okay. Weirdos are welcome. I'm honestly a weirdo myself. Yeah, please look and see I would look on my phone, but it's on Instagram Live right now. Exactly. I agree. Everyone is weird. Weirdos be weird. Yeah. I've always been a weirdo. I was like such an outcast in high school. I've always been just kind of weird. I'm trying to wait for that one comment. Oh, do you lean more towards baking or cooking for nutrition? Thank you. That's what it was. Yes. I am definitely more of a baker than a cook. I, for the life of me, cannot cook. My husband cooks. He is an amazing cook, so I let him do it. But also, I'm incapable. I cannot function without a recipe. I cannot throw things together. That thought, like, gives me anxiety. So I'm like a very organizational person. So I like to have a very structured recipe, and if I don't have all of the ingredients, then it's a problem. I have always been more of a baker, even though I'm still kind of challenged in that area. I'm working on it. I am now the mom that makes chocolate chip cookies. I never thought that that would be me, but I swear I make chocolate chip cookies at least once a week. And I love them. If you want the recipe, I just released that the other day. They're like the healthy chocolate chip cookies. I can make a mean coffee. Yes, I can. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was a barista for a little bit, so yeah, I learned some stuff. All right, I think that that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining in. If you want to do another one of these lives, let me know in the comments. I have very much enjoyed this and very much appreciated all of your comments. Thank you so much. I honestly didn't expect anyone to be on. Stop it. You guys are making me laugh. Yes, I do have the best cookie and coffee helper, aka my son, my 2-year-old son. He's the best helper. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in. Let me know if you want to see something like this again. I'll give you more options. Yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye. This is going to be just an awkward trying to end this because I don't know how to. Oh, there's an X button.